and welcome to episode 8 part 2 of Learn Invest Earn. My name is Soundarya Lakshmi Narayanan and this series is in association with Alice Blue to help new investors kickstart their journey of investing. This episode is a continuation of the previous episode where we discussed all the basics of IPOs. So if you have not watched that episode, click the I button above or use the link in the description. Watch that episode and come back here. Also, watch this episode till the end so you do not miss out on anything. Before that, if you're new here, do subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up so it reaches a lot of new investors. Now we are going to look into how bidding works in an IPO. While applying for an IPO, you need to place a bid within a fixed price band. For example, let's say that the price band or issue of the IPO is between rupees 100 and rupees 110. You need to place your bid between this amount. If your bid matches or it is greater than the cutoff price, you will receive the shares of the company. Let's assume that the price band is between 100 to 110 and the cutoff price is 107. If your bid was below 107, you will not get the shares. If your bid is above 107, you will get the shares. If your bid is above 107, you will get the shares. And the price difference between the bid and the cutoff price will be refunded to you. Once bidding is done, the shares will be allocated based on the allotment class that you belong in. Let us learn about the different types of allotment classes. What is allotment class? There are 3 allotment classes. Retail institutional investors. These are individual investors like you and me. Usually at least 35% of the issue is reserved for us. Also know that you need to apply for shares worth rupees 2 lakhs or less to be considered as a retail institutional investor. High net worth individuals. If you apply for shares more than rupees 2 lakhs, you will be considered as a high net worth individual. Usually at least 15% of the issue is reserved for them. Qualified institutional investors. QIBs are institutions like banks, insurance companies, mutual fund houses, foreign institutional investors, etc. Usually 50% of the issue is reserved for them. How is allotment of shares done? The allotment depends on the overall shares subscribed. Let's understand this with the following scenarios. Under subscription. This happens when the IPO issue is worth 100 crores and people have subscribed for 100 crores or less. In this case, you will get the shares that you have applied for. Oversubscription. This happens when the issue is worth 100 crores and people have subscribed for more than 100 crores. There are 2 types of oversubscription. Oversubscription by number of people. For instance, let's assume the issue is worth 100 crores and the cost of one lot is rupees 10,000. So 1 lakh people can apply for the IPO for 1 lot each. 100 crores divided by 10,000. If more than 1 lakh people apply for the IPO, the company will have a lucky draw. Then 1 lakh people whose name appears in the lucky draw will get the shares. Oversubscription by a number of lots. Keeping the above example in mind, overall people can apply for 1 lakh lots. 100 crores divided by the lot size. So let's say 50,000 people apply for 2 lakh lots each. In this case, everyone will get the shares, but some people will get lesser lots as opposed to the number of lots they applied for, while some may get the exact number of lots. So now we have understood how allotment of shares in IPOs happen. Let's dive into some example of IPOs with highest listing gains recently. Nykaa, the offer price was 1125 rupees. The closing price on the day of listing was 2280 rupees with a closing premium of 96.27%. Latent View company, the offer price was 197 rupees. The closing price was 488.6 rupees with a closing premium of 148.02%. There are other IPOs like Sigachi Industries, Indigo Paints, etc. which had high profits on the listing day itself. Conclusion. A company decides to go public when they want to raise funds from multiple investors like you and me. IPO is the process by which shares of a company are listed in the stock market. Investing in an IPO can be risky as you're not aware of the company's prior performance in the market. There are two types of IPOs, fixed price IPOs and book building IPOs. SEBI regulates the whole IPO process. IPO is a game of luck. If you're lucky enough, you will get the shares that you bid for. Now that you have a very clear understanding of investing in IPOs, why wait? Start your first investment now with Alice Blue using the link in the description and try if you're lucky enough to get allotments and listing gains through IPOs.